as needed. All right, what's soccer here today? Kylie Hoffman. Yeah, Kylie Hoffman, Keely Wiecozorek, Jody Lingafeldt, and Allison Collinwood. Coach, just kind of let's go over this llast weekend. You're off to a 5-0 start for conference play. Had a 2-0 weekend with a great win capped off over MSU Denver. Kind of tell us how that went down and the team's feeling right now.
If I had to guess, I would say the team's feeling pretty good right now. I know I am. I feel like we're very on the same page coming together. I think the game at Metro was more than just a big win for them. I think it was very important to continue that streak against Metro. Huge crowd, took them down on their home field. Just a really big game. As far as where we're at, we're still foot on the gas. We still have a lot to put together leading up to Fort Lewis, but I think we're in a really good spot.
Mm-hmm. The offense has kind of really been on a high note lately. In the last 5 games, you scored 13 goals, only giving up 1 with 4 in a row shutouts. What do you feel has been clicking for the team so far? Has it just been people in the right place, or do you feel that you're working on all cylinders so far?
I think we're working on all cylinders, but I think that's just our thing. That's what we're known for. I think Mesa brought that up in their pregame and during their game. I know the coach talked about it, and it was a huge compliment coming from, a legendary coach like Kat Mertz, that we are definitely an attacking team and very, very dangerous and hard to handle. But, you can't have an attacking team without a solid defense behind them. So I think we are firing on all cylinders.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of that, Kylie, you're on a defense that has been performing so great this year. You've outscored opponents by so much. What do you think has been working for that defensive unit to really kind of keep opponents at bay throughout the whole year?
I think the chemistry from the defensive line and the holding midfielders is just so good right now. And I think that everyone's just working really well together. Everyone wants to play for each other, and everyone is willing to just put our opponents in the ground.
And then both of you being goalkeepers, Keely and Allison, how have you guys stayed competitive all year? I keep reiterating that you guys have really held opponents down with not many goals at all. Since you guys ended non-conference play and moved on to conference, you've been exceptional. How has you guys been competitive every week to maintain that level?
Yeah, I think the chemistry within the back line has really been helpful with that, especially coming from, like Kylie said, our holding midfield and our center backs. Having that strong relationship between lines has really helped us, stop opponents from scoring or just getting any shots off in general.
To add on to that, it's also a thing in practice. We play at a competitive level at practice. We push each other, and I think that plays a huge impact on games and how we compete. Being able to have that high level in practice and at games just increases our success.
Mm-hmm. And I know you two are both goalkeepers. There's 2 more with Kendra Chapman and Elizabeth Bray. Sorry, my apologies. There's all 4 of you. Are you guys constantly battling the net every day, trying to get each other better and preparing for each week? Coming up, you have Fort Lewis, who's a great offensive team coming up, and then Colorado Mines down the road. How do you guys keep that goalkeeping crew always ready for the next challenge?
Yeah, what's so fun about this school is the GK Union. We battle every single day. It's so fun to be able to train with 3 other goalkeepers and then a 4th, including myself. We are pushing each other on every single rep, and the harder you shoot at us, we're ready for that during a game then, which is really, really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Adding to that, we also hold each other accountable. I think it's a competitive environment that we keep building every day. And by holding each other accountable, knowing that we can make the big saves or even the simple ones just helps us for any future circumstance.
And Coach, just released today from the United Soccer Coaches poll, you were ranked at 22nd, I believe. Finally back in the polls after receiving votes previous weeks and then ranked early in the season. How does it feel to have that success being recognized at the national level?
I think it's good for the players, and it showcases their hard work and their ethic and their values and where they really want to go with the season. For me, myself, I don't really pay attention to the polls. I just focus on the squad and what we build and what we do as a group and just take one game at a time. I think that's great to hear. I hadn't heard that yet or seen that come across yet. But, like I said, one day at a time, and Fort Lewis is next, and that's the focus. And if the polls are saying yay for us, well, then yay for us. Yeah.
Kind of speaking of Fort Lewis, you'll play them and then Western Colorado this weekend. Another big weekend for RMAC play. And then Friday night's alumni appreciation, if you wanted to speak a little bit more on that.
Oh, I'm excited. I mean, coming in as a new coach, I don't know any alumni.
Mhm.
I've met a couple that have been like diehards at games. I've met a couple downtown, that are still lingering around. But it's so exciting to be able to reach out as a complete stranger and say like, hey, listen, I don't know what your experience was, but we want to celebrate you regardless. Come hang with us. Come give us a little pregame talk. Come celebrate in the stands. Cheer us on. And we've had quite a few reach out and say they'll be here. So I'm excited.
Do you have any questions? We all end now with this next question. We have to do a question of the week every week, kind of get away from sports. Each of you have an answer. So our question this week is your favorite and least favorite pizza topping. So
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, favorite is definitely pepperoni. Like pepperoni pizza tops everything. Least favorite, olives. I think olives are disgusting.
I'm not a big pizza girl, but I love a classic pepperoni pizza. So definitely pepperoni, piggybacking off of Keely. And then least favorite, mushrooms. Not a big fan.
I'm going to have to piggyback on the second answer. Not a big pizza person, but I'm sorry to have to do this, but I love a good linguiça, mushroom and olive. The other half has to be like pineapple, ham, but you have to have jalapenos. Otherwise, just pineapple ham is nar.
I personally love a margarita pizza with balsamic glaze. That's my go-to. I do not like pineapple on pizza, but pretty good.
all right, thank you.
Have you ever had it with jalapeno?